Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to do another grocery haul because I just got back from going food shopping and I wanted to give you some updated inspiration now that we are heading into fall. There are a lot of new foods that I am incorporating into my diet because of this. As you guys know, I eat seasonally, and if you would like a more in-depth video on why I do that and kind of the benefits of eating seasonally, I can definitely make a video on that. So if you haven't seen my other low-waste grocery hauls, I will link them in the cards. And basically, this is just a typical grocery haul. This specific one was done at a Walmart because while I don't love Walmart as a company, you really can't beat their prices on groceries, and as someone who lives on a very strict budget, sometimes I have to shop where I have to shop in order to save money. I got everything here except for the 3 things in mason jars. I just went over and did a pit stop at our local bulk foods store. I actually drive to the next town over to go to this Walmart, and there is a small health food store in that same town that has a limited selection of bulk goods, so I actually stopped over at that place as well. So this is a kind of a combined grocery haul, but I usually end up going to both of those at the same time anyways. So the purpose of these videos is to kind of show you how you can shop low waste. It's possible even if you don't have access to a bulk store. Well, yes, I did purchase 3 items from a bulk store. The rest of this haul is considerably low waste, but I'm going to kind of go through and kind of share my tips and tricks for avoiding as much as waste as possible at your typical grocery store. But enough chit chat. Let us just get into this grocery haul. Personally, I do purchase things in cans. I eventually would like to purchase like beans and things like that dry, but I just don't have the space to do so right now. I currently share a kitchen with my parents, so there's 4 of us sharing a small kitchen and a small fridge and a small pantry. So I kind of don't have the space to store and make large batches of dried beans yet. But eventually that is kind of the goal when I have my own space to store those types of things. For now, I opt for cans. I opt for non-BPA lined cans, and the cans are 100% recyclable. Aluminum is one of the things that can be continuously recycled, so as long as you are making sure to rinse your cans very well, you have to make sure your recyclables are spotless, like very clean, or else they won't take them and they sort them out. I've got 2 cans of organic garbanzo beans. I really like the Great Value organic brand at Walmart because it's a fairly good price for organic produce. Up next, we have the Meyer Glen organic crushed tomatoes. Now, I opted for these because I am doing a specific recipe, and the crushed tomatoes are kind of the star of the recipe. Normally, I would opt for a cheaper brand, but I wanted to kind of splurge on these because they are really good. Then I got 2 cans of coconut milk. Coconut milk I really like, again, BPA-free cans. I really like coconut milk in smoothies. I also make a lot of curry. It's good in creamy pastas. Coconut milk is just very versatile if you are eating plant-based. And then the next thing, which isn't really canned, but I got some Pillsbury biscuits. The original kind is actually vegan, I believe. I've read the ingredients. We don't consume these that often. We go through maybe one of these a month just because they're kind of a treat for us. I have on occasion made my own biscuits, but it is a time-consuming process, so when I want the quick stuff, I opt for this, and it's just cardboard and aluminum. Then in the back here, we have some tortilla chips. I always opt for the kind in the paper bag. They have this very small plastic window here, which is very annoying, but these are a good brand to look for, and again, I found these at Walmart. There's no salt, they're non-GMO, gluten-free, 0 trans fat. Just really nice tortilla style chips. And again, look for them in the paper bag. You can usually find them at pretty much every grocery store like that. Then we move on to the loose produce. Walmart can be difficult to shop for loose produce because a lot of their produce is packaged in plastic, but you just have to know where to look. I suggest walking the entire produce section. So because our Walmart, the way it works is like they have everything kind of in plastic, and then they have those same things not in plastic, just in like a different section or like a different aisle. It's very confusing and honestly annoying, but they do have things package free there. So I got some package free lemons. I'm always buying lemons. They're just used in so many different things. Dressings, sauces, I like lemon in my water. Then I got some squash because it is the season of squash. I'm really excited to be introducing this into my diet again, and you really can't beat the prices of squash in the fall. It's just amazing, and it's a really good source of calories and really healthy carbohydrates. So I have 2 acorn squashes, and then I have 2 butternut squashes. Again, I was able to find these package free. Fortunately, they have stickers on them, but you can't really get around that. Then I picked up 1 eggplant. I don't really know what season eggplant particularly grows in. I'll have to look it up, but I don't buy eggplant often. My fiance specifically requested eggplant parmesan, so I bought an eggplant, but I don't actually cook that much with eggplant. I find it not super versatile, but I want to kind of include it more in my diet. So then I have some boxes of pasta. This is actually my favorite kind of pasta, and I can only find this at Walmart. I just really like the curliness of it, and it's great with creamy sauces because it really just holds on to whatever sauce you put on top. Then I have some broccoli. So I have some things here stored in plastic bags, but I did purchase them package free. I actually save these Ziploc bags and use them to store my produce because you really can't store your produce in these mesh bags. They'll just go bad. They aren't going to stay preserved in your fridge if you just keep them in these bags. These are good for things that you want to keep like on the counter, or something like lemons that have kind of like their own protective barrier. I'll keep these in the fridge just in this bag. But for things like broccoli will not last in these mesh bags. So I have like a handful of Ziploc bags that I just rinse and reuse specifically for storing produce. So they last for a while if you do that. I do want to get some kind of reusable option for storing produce. I just haven't quite found what that's going to be yet. But so I have 1 head of broccoli. The broccoli looks great this time of year because it's starting to come into season. I have some red bell peppers. Again, I purchased them loose, but I'm storing them in a Ziploc bag. And then I have some asparagus. Again, I purchased this loose, but I have also kind of a stash of these plastic produce bags that you get from the grocery store. This is what we're trying to avoid when we use the mesh produce bags. But if you have these, if you have like a collection of these, just keep them and you can store your produce in them in the fridge. Then back here I just have some linguine pasta and mushrooms. Honestly, mushrooms are one of the things that I cannot find package free at basic grocery stores. I can find them package free at like a Whole Foods or like a specialty health food store, but then they're super expensive. I just can't find them not packaged in plastic for some reason. So that is everything I purchased from Walmart. And then the 3 things that I stocked up on from my bulk store was some steel cut oats, bringing back the oatmeal because the mornings are getting colder, some red lentils, again another staple, super easy to stir into soups, stews, chilies, whatever you want to put them in. And then I purchased some TVP. I actually haven't experimented a lot with TVP, but I wanted to use it as a substitute for the Gardein meatless crumbles. My fiance really likes those, and I feel like if I cook this down in a frying pan with the same kind of seasoning blend, I can make like a beef substitute for him to make tacos and stuff like that. So I'm going to be experimenting with that. TVP is so cheap, and it's just kind of dehydrated vegetable protein. That is everything that I purchased this week for my low-waste grocery haul. Hopefully this was helpful and informative. I really like making these videos because I feel like they're very approachable and doable for a lot of people looking to just reduce their waste at the grocery store. Maybe not go 100% zero waste, but to kind of just be mindful and look for the best packaging options when it comes to recyclability. The main goal in all of this really is to just reduce the amount of plastic, because while recycling isn't the greatest, it is a better option than plastic, which doesn't really break down. We do the best we can until there are better options set in place for us as consumers. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss when I post a new video. And I will see you guys in my next video.